Economy news this morning, another new all-time high on Wall Street. The Dow continuing its rally, adding another 42 points yesterday. It opens this morning at 14,296. So why the rally, and what should investors do now?
Financial advisor Kurtis Pearson here with some insight for us. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, what should the average investor do?
Well, it's very important in times like this when you have a market or an asset class that is overreacting, in my opinion, that you make sure you rebalance your portfolio, you make sure you monitor, you make sure that you take a good hard look at exactly what's going on in your own portfolio. As I've said many times, I'm not a big believer in the rally per se, that it can last. I don't see the economic foundation underneath it that is supportive of that. So it's very important that investors trim their gains, never go broke taking a profit type of mentality, and that you monitor your portfolio very close.
Yeah, dividends, chase those dividends, right?
Very good.
Okay, billionaires are exiting stocks, so Kurt, why?
Well, for this simple reason, 13 years ago we were at this same place almost, or we're a little bit above it. That's why we're making record highs. So if you would have invested $1 13 years ago, it would be worth about $1.05. So in 13 years, that's not much of a return. And most investors who are astute look at that and say, well, for the risk and the volatility that I had to endure over the last 13 years, it's just not worth it. I'm going to look for other investments and other opportunities.
All right, let's talk about the overall economy. Still obviously has a lot of cracks. What are some of the issues we're still facing right now?
Well, I'm very concerned about interest rates staying low for this long and the bubbles that creates. And we experienced that in the meltdown of late 07 into 08 and into 09. And the reason for that is when those interest rates stay low, there's access to money typically that is pretty easy. One area that we're really monitoring close right now is the student loan area and the student debt.
They're terrible. Rates are terrible.
Yeah, $1 trillion now out. A very high percentage of those loans are 90 days late on servicing those loans. It's having a dramatic impact on students getting out of college that can't buy a home now because their student loan payments are so high. It really has this kind of braking effect on the economy in that age bracket in particular. So there are other places like that we're really monitoring and watching, but those are the kinds of cracks in the economy.
Okay, Kurtis Pearson, Compass Financial, thank you very much. If you have any questions for Kurt, just call him at Compass Financial. The number there, 515-327-1020.